Welcome everyone to another video. Today we're going to take a look around our food forest project and look at some of our plants and see how they're doing. Starting with this right here is that variegated pink lemon that I have. I wanted to show you something really cool here. I've never seen this before, but I'm pretty sure this has happened to some people. I got a fully albino branch here with maybe just this one leaf right here has a little bit of green on it, but everything else, isn't that cool? I don't think I've seen that before, with the base of the leaves being pink. I've never seen that in a citrus tree before. Have you guys had this happen to you before? Let me know. Over here we got that miracle berry. It's starting to get loaded with flower buds, so I'm really hoping that this will translate into fruit, because the experience you get with the miracle berry is really cool. If you haven't tried it, you can get a hold of this. They put them in candy nowadays. Some of them sell it on Amazon. So see if you can get you some of that. Let me fix the focus. Okay, so try that miracle berry. It's really cool. It's a hell of an experience. Manipulating your taste buds into thinking sour stuff, or actually they turn into like sweet stuff. You know what I mean? Like if you bite into a lemon, it tastes like orange. It's kind of cool, or not orange, but like more like lemonade. You know, it's a very, very cool fruit. This right here, this beauty, look how beautiful and nice it's gotten. It's that pink or peach angel trumpet, you can call it. They say it's pink. I feel like it's more like peach. It's not very pinky. My cats, most of them, they got eaten by coyotes, but you know, these guys propagate very quickly. I got 7 more. Look at those guys. Look at the way they're sleeping. Who sleeps like that? Okay. Look at this kumquat here. It's loaded with fruit. It's starting to turn yellow. I love kumquats now. I know I'm gonna make this plant. I recently got it. It wasn't the healthiest, but I'm gonna make it a lot healthier than this. I just need time to work on it and help it with some of these challenges. Do you see, like, it's got some spider mites on there? I'm gonna take care of it. But that's the thing, when you buy new plants from these nurseries, or most people around selling these new plants, they don't take care of them very well. They just have them sitting in bulk. See, like, it looks doesn't look the best. Just wait and give me time. I'll show you what they look like after I take care of them. It's gonna take a little while. Let's walk around. Look at these crazy bananas. They're so tall now, but they haven't flowered, and I have a project for bananas specifically. Let's go discuss it right now. Let's talk about it real quick. There's some more citrus here. Everything is doing well outside of some leaf miner issue. My citrus has continued to grow. Obviously, like, look at this, all of this growth from this one citrus here. And it started with, just a tiny bud that came out of this left branch here. Everything else died in the freezes. So, but these are fighters. These plants are tough, and they come up real fast, especially if they have a good root structure, a good root system. Right here, I'm going to extend this setup here I have for my tropicals. I'm going to dig about 3 to 4 feet deep into this ground here. I'm going to move all the soil. I'm going to remove it, okay? And this entire section here, I'm going to have some more tropicals. I got a lot of cool plants I'll show you soon. I'll make videos about them. But over here on this side right here, in the back of this new structure, I'm going to have some bananas, okay? I always wanted banana. I gotta do homegrown banana, and I'm gonna make it happen, but I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. I'm gonna create an extra 3 to 4 feet deep depth, and I'm gonna let them grow but I have to select short cycles anyways, shorter cultivars, and go with that. Let's look at the back here real quick. I got, so I don't know, 18, I think 18 of these seed grown cold hardy candy grapefruit, I'm gonna call them, because they tasted exactly like candy. And these are some sort of grapefruit hybrid, some sort of sweet grapefruit hybrid. I'm not sure what they are, but I can't wait to find out. See, this is how you know if you have a hybrid. Got these bifoliate leaves, and when I planted them, you get a little bit of variety, right? You get ones that have bifoliate, you get ones that have trifoliate, and as I'll show you over there as we walk over. I have one with bifoliate, 4 leaves. Isn't that cool? 4-in-1 leaves. Excuse me. My papaya is looking fantastic. Look at this fake papaya. Started producing some more fruit. Got multi-branched, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 branches on this baby. It's looking crazy. I'm gonna let it do what it wants. I can manipulate it to make it more efficient as far as light collection, but I think it's doing all right. And I figured out by observation that papaya does that anyways. See that yellow one right there? It self-thins. So that's pretty cool. That's great for papaya. This one right here, it produced a single female flower and it turned into fruit. See? And then switched back to just male flowers. I'm not sure how that works with these papayas. But yeah, so now it's male. Strictly male. So it has 1 fruit only. But that one is strictly female. It's not putting out any type of male flowers. Very strange, but maybe some of you know more about this than I do. Let me know in the comments if you have any more if you have more experience with this. Let me know how that works. My grapes have ripened. See, this is a nice variety here. Let me see what it says. Yes, this is American grape. This is Himrod. They say it's seedless, but I'm pretty sure it's a matter of pollination or something, right? Like you got to do some certain pollination, like with the male only grape to produce no seeds, right? Because when I bite into this, oh, well, let me get another one. That one slipped. See? Not very seedless on its own. So I think the way to make them seedless, I think you have to pollinate them with a certain male variety. I think I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. But all of them say seedless, and all of them have seeds. Here is a purple variety. Seeds. So yeah, but I like munching on these, snacking on them. It's very cool. They're all grown in pots. Very low effort. Let's move on. It's my vegetable area here. It's looking pretty good. It's been challenging growing zucchini. Not zucchini, squash. It's been wet and it's humid sometimes, and the fruit is rotting. I wouldn't say rotting, right? I would say it's getting eaten by fungus, so I have to spray it in order to make it work. But I'm not doing that with the soil here. This is my special vegetable area setup. I'm not going to use that on this. and I'm trying to stay away from using any kind of chemicals on these. It's been very hot, and the cucumber is being deformed a little bit. Even though I'm keeping the soil wet, it's still, see, this is a second plant. It's the same situation here. The hotter it got, the more of this effect starting to happen. But this is not a big deal. Is it appealing? No, but I don't care. This fruit here tastes fine. We've been eating salads. We've been making salads with it, so this one is not struggling as much. All these herbs, some lemon balm. Those beans over there. Crazy cats. These peas didn't do anything yet. I'm pretty sure I'm doing something wrong with them. But I just this is an experimental setup here. Tomatoes, we already harvested a lot of tomatoes. There's a lot more here. It's different varieties. Some very juicy, plumpy ones over there. I don't spray them. I don't do anything outside of me walking out here every day and killing some bugs. They're trying to suck the juices out of them. There's another squash, some peanuts over here, carrots, parsley. Look at this one. What are you doing? What is that? What are you trying to get there? Is it a let me move it. There you go. There's some peppers. I think some of them started producing. I was a little late with my planting as far as these vegetables here, but yeah, the peppers are fine. This 50% shade over here provided them. The structure is pretty good. It's helping out. This what do you call it? Eggplant. Got a bunch of eggplants over here. So eggplants are pretty good. I know eggplants can survive here. As you can see, it has some leaf damage. I've seen some insect on it, messing with it, but it's a tough plant. This will survive without a lot of care. So I like those plants. I've learned a lot about this experiment here. And that's exactly what it is. I'm not experienced as far as vegetables, but I learned a lot so far about what I can get away with not a lot of maintenance. So my plan is to find these things that I can eat and feed my family with, that just needs some food and water, right? And they have their own defense mechanism against pests and diseases and stuff. And obviously variety selection comes into play and helps tremendously. Hello. It's one of my new boys. Anyways, let's move on. It's strawberry or lemon guava. It's loaded with fruit, but the strawberry guava here did not produce any fruit, even though it was an older plant. It flowered. It's sitting right next to each other. I saw bugs exchanging pollen, but this one was the one that produced fruit, and the other one didn't for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it might have something to do with age. It might have something to do with my high nitrogen fertilizer setup, because I do that with all of my young plants. Got all these new bananas. See what I'm talking about? About when I say I need to grow bananas, there's about maybe 10 plus varieties of banana here. They're sitting in pots now, and these are all ones I propagated from extracting banana pups from the mother plants I have in the ground. And I've got them in pots here because really what you can either create a structure in the back, extend that structure, go deeper a little bit, and let these bananas fully mature inside a protective structure, or you can mature them somewhat in in pots, maybe minimum 15 gallon, I'd say. You can go up to 20 gallon pots, mature them, and a full season in pot, and another season in the ground. And that way you can guarantee that they would produce the flower, and the flower would turn into fruit and ripen in time before the next freeze. If you are in an area where you receive freeze, see, these leaf miners came here now. This is the one I was telling you about. It has that bifoliate. See? And that came from the same fruit. So some of them are just unifoliate, not bifoliate, quadfoliate. That's what I was trying to say. Quadfoliate, 4. And got unifoliate, you got also bifoliate or trifoliate. And they all came from the same fruit. It's my propagation area. Everything's looking good. Propagated way too many mulberries. I don't know what to do with them. I'm still considering what to do with these. I'm propagating some Indian jujube for grafting. I got very interesting varieties coming to me. This section here is looking fantastic. We didn't get many peaches and plums this season because of the late freeze we had. 25 degrees around here, I think, with some wind chill. So the flowers died, all the buds died, the young fruit died. So we got maybe 15 peaches, donut peaches, out of this big one right here. But that was it. And no quince, no plums, nothing. No pear on this one. So it's very unfortunate. I'm not sure what this is right here. This doesn't look the best. Maybe it's old leaves. But I know the tree's fine because it's been producing. I've been tipping them, but it's been producing new branches. But I know some of these trees, when their leaves start to expire, they turn yellow and look like they have some sort of deficiency, but they're not deficient. Could be a defense mechanism against either an insect or some sort of fungus or bacterial infections. Who knows? But this right here it's not that bad. Probably just old leaves. I've been having some issues with let's go around here, talk about these ants I have here. See, they're leaf cutter ants from South America. I don't know how they made it to southeast Texas, but they showed up. See, like, they completely ate this plant here. It's a Japanese plum. Defoliated it completely. They destroyed one of my this right here, this cherry. It had tons of leaves on it. This one too. And they've been going at it with my loquats. See, look at this. Yeah, they just like to strip trees off of their leaves completely and take them to their homes. And what they do with them is they like to grow fungus inside their structures underground, and they eat the fungus mycelium, I believe. Look at this beautiful mulberry. We didn't get any mulberry this season because of the freeze also. It shook all these plants and stopped them from producing fruit. My beautiful citrus is looking fantastic. This is about 4 feet tall now. Do you remember how it was earlier this season? Look at it now. It's very impressive looking. All of them are doing good, with the exception of my clementine over there, which I believe it's just a matter of leaf age. This is what I believe old leaves look like. The way you can tell if something has a deficiency is if you strip the tree completely out of its leaves and prune some of the branches and see what comes out next. Okay? If you get very healthy leaves no signs of deficiency whatsoever, and no patterns. And you can look up the patterns online. There's many people that posted about that. And if there's nothing wrong with it, then there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing you need to do about it. And if you get new leaves with signs of deficiency like this here, you know, if you get signs like this, then there's something wrong with your plant. Go ahead and proceed with fertilizing and following a certain process to take care of it and bring it back to life. But this plant here is a new one for me this year, and I'm going to let it do its thing. But by the end of the season, after the winter, I'm going to completely strip it, and I'm going to let it grow new branches and new leaves. If it doesn't do that before then, okay? If it does it on its own, then that's fine. If it doesn't, then I'll do it. I mean, if it does do it on its own, then I'll leave it. It is what it is. But if it doesn't do that, then I'll have to intervene and start doing some pruning magic. Okay? So the citrus are doing really well. Other than the leaf miners, they're fine. I have to do some weeding here, though. That's not a big deal. We'll get into that. These are apriums here. A couple different varieties of apriums. What else are we talking about? What have I been doing recently here? What has been my process? Outside of my responsibilities at home, outside here, recently I've just been focused on keeping my plants alive because they're young. And it's like that, right? So, like these jujubes, for an example here, I need to make sure I document the patterns these trees go through. Because it's kind of, sometimes it's challenging. If you take a look at this right here, it's a honey jar jujube. We had, earlier this season, we had a very, let me see if I can get this, yeah. We had a very wet season in the beginning, and some sort of fungus got on the leaves and started messing with this. So it has a disease, it has an issue. But it seems like the new growth doesn't have that issue. Okay, so it's just older leaves that seem to have struggled. So it completely defoliated almost. There's a few more leaves, but I believe those will go as well. See? If you shake it, they start falling. I think all the new leaves will go away. And new leaves will come up. And I'll have to do some pruning to these twigs as well and just keep the main branches and go from there, because these are taking energy. They're not doing much. Okay, so this is a honey jar. It's not doing the best. I've seen this effect on the jujubes I have here, and I've seen the effect on the jujubes I have over there. So this seems to be a climate triggered situation here. And this Lang here also has had this issue. I gotta kind of tie this up here instead of it, because it just keeps leaning to that side. Not the best branch. I might just prune it, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But this cocoa jujube here, this one is more aggressive as far as recovering from this climate-triggered leaf or defoliation, the leaf drop. The Shang Li didn't have much of an issue with this, surprisingly. But the Shang Li and the Li have different type of leaf setup. The Li also didn't have a whole bunch of problems with this wet weather. So yeah, so the Li and Shang Li, I'd say the cocoa did drop, but it recovered very fast, and it's actually flowering and putting out new. Got a whole bunch of flowers out here. I don't know if they're going to translate into fruit, but this was a young plant when I put it down, and it grew multiple feet. It's taller than me now. Yeah, so, see what I'm saying? I'll have to come out every day and document this, these challenges, document these conditions and problems in my head, and remember next season what I have to do. Maybe, because I know, like for that honey jar, it was loaded with fruit. Some of the fruit dropped, there's more fruit on it, and it's ripening now, and we've been eating from it. but it's definitely not ideal to lose all of your leaves just like that. You kind of cause problems for the fruit when they're trying to ripen. The same thing happened here to this Chico jujube, but like I said, some of them are so aggressive with recovery, they don't skip a beat. You don't notice as much that they're having problems. But except for the Lang and the honey jar, everything else, even though some of them dropped the leaves, they actually recovered really fast. So it's not as bad. But so far, my experience with jujubes, which I'll make another video discussing them because it's a very extensive topic, and I have so many different varieties. This is my best one so far, and it's that Lee variety. The Lee is pretty good, very productive, very good, and it tastes nice. If you don't wait for it, if you don't wait until it gets soft, it tastes really good. I like it. It's a little bit sweet, still crunchy. The crunchiness is very important. This is that Che fruit. It's established itself and started putting out new leaves and branches. This area right here, I plucked all the grass and put it around my newly planted persimmons. When I was raking around here, and I grabbed a twig of a little seedling I have here and broke it in half, so I have to replace that. But everything else is doing well. When you order online from these nurseries, you don't know what you're gonna get. When I bought this, they said 3 to 4 feet. Okay, they didn't lie, 3 to 4 feet, but it was sitting in a 4-inch pot. Okay, it's so bad. 4-inch pot. As a matter of fact, when you do bare root grafted trees like that, they should put them in the ground and pluck them out of the ground. But some of these nurseries don't have space like that. This one right here, the nursery I bought it from, they did have the space, and I can tell it was in the ground. That's when that's how they pluck it. They pluck it out of the ground, and it has a better root structure. It has a better trunk thickness. So this one also said 3 to 4 feet, but because of its health, see how it grew already? Now it's as tall as me, almost 6 feet tall now. Okay, but this one right here also said 3 to 4 feet, and yeah, it's still at 3 to 4 feet, and we're in the middle of summer now. All my blueberries are looking fantastic. They have gained so much height, and I added more of a specific variety. It's called Jewel right here. This Jewel variety is probably the best I've seen for my situation as far as early production, how prolific it is, the amount of fruit it came up with, and the taste is great, and the size of the fruit, it's really good. But I have different varieties. But yeah, now I have more Jewel. The Jewel is fantastic. I have 5 now. And I think I do have 6 or 7 varieties in total. I'm pretty sure next season we'll have a good harvest, a good fruit production, and we'll sit down and talk about the differences in varieties and what worked well for my situation in my location here. Mulberries are doing great. An exception of that one over there, just got attacked with leaf cutters and took away a lot of their leaves. And these berries are coming back, these goji berries. I've been snacking on them. Very low maintenance, hands-free type of berry plant. Just needs a little bit of water, doesn't need anything else. Some more jujubes here. These are new plants. Apples are looking good. I've continued to prune them and making them kind of spread laterally. I like a bushier plant more than a tall plant, right? All these new pear trees here are doing great. Some more apple, some pink lady, and some more low chill varieties. Pawpaw looking good. We've hit the upper 90s in temperature. They haven't stopped growing, and they haven't had any issues other than this one caterpillar that came and made some damage to some of these leaves. See, it's trying to come here. There they are. But the benefit of coming out here every day to inspect your plants is to see them, see these things around, and eliminate them. But yeah, see, it just, I let go of that thing and it just completely snapped. That's very unfortunate, but it's going to reduce the speed of growth a little bit, but the plant will recover fast. It's okay. New buds will come up from the side and continue to grow. But yeah, definitely keep your eye on these. The tip of these papaws seems to be delicious, according to some of these caterpillars. Okay, but the papaws looking great. Haven't done anything other than just providing this mulch around them, and that's just grasses and stuff, you know. And watering. I've been watering every day. If it's over 85, I'm watering every day. Sometimes twice, like when it's in the upper 90s, I go when I wake up and I water. Before I call it a day and get back home, I water again. Right? So they need that. I think papaws, the size of the leaf, the way they breathe and evaporate water out of their leaves, they're aggressive, so they need very moist soil, consistently moist. Other than that, otherwise, your papaws will stop growing. That's why a lot of people recommend putting shade on them and stuff. I don't think it's a matter of shade. I think your papaws need to be in full sun from the beginning. If they're about a couple of feet tall, let's say you buy your papaws and they're like this, okay? Don't put any shade on them, I'm telling you. Your problem is not shade. Your problem is you taking care of it correctly. So provide it with consistently moist soils. And my soil has some organic matter too. I put that in there myself. But it's a sandy soil, so it's well draining. I'm not talking about people with clay soil. I'm talking about people with sand soil here, with well draining soil. Right? So if you have clay, I can't give you an advice on that. I'm not good with clay. I don't know how clay functions. Clay soil is completely different. Everything I have here, all this entire place, it had its soil brought into it. This is not native soil to this specific land here. The previous owners, they trucked in a lot of soil and lifted this place because this place floods, right? So they brought in topsoil and put it in there. But I don't like just sandy topsoil. I'm putting some organic matter, I'm putting some compost. I bought like 4 trucks worth of compost so far. Compost and mulch and yeah, you see, it's just, that's what you have to add to the sand to make it better. This is some mushroom compost. And I put about 25 gallons, 25 gallon pot, full 25 gallon pot into the hole before I plant the tree. And that seemed to help a lot with your trees, their health, and the biology of the soil as well. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about, well, we got some more pears. Look at that sand pear over there. I like that sand pear. I tried it at the store. I bought it once. I'm like, whoa, this is a good pear. Slightly sweet and very crunchy, very large. These trees are very tough as well, and they do really well in sandy soil and hot places like Southeast Texas. It's doing great. This one and the other one is Asian pears. Some different varieties of Asian pear. What is this one? This is I can't even say. What is that? Whatever. Different varieties of Asian pear here. So I love Asian pear. I like that sand pear. Definitely a must in a food forest. What else do we have here? Look at this, look at all the figs. I just made a fig video yesterday. I'm going to post both of these videos today. together for you guys to see. Now, I was discussing stage 4 in the growing process, where I went around and tipped them and got rid of unnecessary leaves and got rid of lateral branches that are kind of pointless and more energy draining than anything else. Added some fertilizer, like a nice mixture of fertilizer to it. But I've only done these 5 here on this row, and I have to go back and do every single one. I just love this view right here. Isn't that cool? And the scent of figs and the leaves. Some of these figs are starting to come up. Now when you see figs that are like this one, very short, very little, with the actual fruit on it, that's because the cutting I used to propagate it was a mature cutting at the end of the season. And yeah, so if you get cuttings during like at the end of the season, during your growing season, and grow that cutting, it's probably going to have fruit on it, really, especially if that cutting was above 3 feet high. But yeah, isn't this view, isn't that cool? Like this. And there's such a nice fig scent around here, which I love. It reminds me of my childhood a little bit. Going to my aunt's house, her place, they had figs, very big, mature fig trees. And this brings back some nice memories from my childhood. There it is, these are the figs. This pear here have suffered a lot of insect attacks, so I'm not sure what kind of pear this is. But it still have fruit. It looks like some sort of Asian pear, right? I'm not sure what this is. Isn't this Asian pear? Some variety of Asian pear? I'm not sure. But I've been waiting on them to kind of ripen. And I know some of these... this plant has suffered so much. I don't know what to expect from it. It had a nice one big fruit over here. Let me see if it's ripe. Oh yeah, look, this one just came off very easily. What kind of pear is this? Let me see if it's edible. Oh wow! Look at that. That's pretty good. Very like medium in sweetness. Very crunchy, very juicy. I didn't expect to eat pear today, but there it is. That's how that works. Let me show you this old one right here. I think it's some, what is it called, like barlet or something. It's still loaded. Look at this, huh? It's just a single branch. There's so much fruit all over. And I believe these are nearing their ripening stage. I have to pick them and let them ripen off the counter or on the counter. But look at what the leaf cutters have been doing. See? Completely stripped all the leaves off of that branch. And there they are. The a-hole right here. See? These are the ones that came from South America. Yeah, causing havoc on my trees. But I'm gonna take care of them. See? There's so many fruits. And I intentionally left this bushier here because that's where snakes go, right? Like that's where all the killers go. They like to be in these hiding spots. And squirrels and mice are afraid to come up these trees when you have like a bushier setup around your trees like that. Now, when the time comes and I start harvesting this tree, I'm gonna weed whack this because I don't want to get bit by snakes, right? Makes sense. And soon I'm gonna do a forest video for you guys. I'm gonna take you in here and take you on a walkthrough in my actual natural forest of southeast Texas. Now this forest right here has not been touched by this is not cultivated. This is all natural, and this is wetland. It's a wet zone, so not much has happened here at the hand of humans. This is all natural growth, which is something I love. Yeah, there's a lot to learn from this. Oh, I've rambled for 40 minutes. I'm not sure if I said anything useful. If I did, I'm glad I did, right? If I didn't, I'm sorry. I'm not in the best I'm not in the best place in life right now, psychologically. There's a lot of things that have been happening to me recently that are kind of suboptimal and been harsh on me. But I'm tough. I move forward aggressively in life. I'm not a victim. Even though the circumstances sometimes become tough, I just move forward. But anyways, it's hard for me to these are seed grown plums and plum cuts, I think. Very cool looking, and they've matured. Now they're about 5 feet tall, and they might actually produce. This is their second year in the ground. Third year, we might actually get fruit out of them. But what I was saying is that it's hard for me to have a clear state of mind and be focused and talk to you about things that you want to hear. Now, especially the project I'm working on here is not a project that that most people are going to be interested in. It's such a niche thing. It's for somebody that wants a food forest, for people that want to have some of this what do you call this, security, food security, some entertainment in life, some variety, some beauty. Yeah, people aren't interested in that, you know. People are confined in their little homes, in their apartments, in the city, in the concrete structures, you know, and they're not very interested in this, or can't even get something like this because of financial situations, whoever, family situation. I can't say or speak a whole lot about that, you know, but what I can say is that I love this, I appreciate this, and I hope me and my family, we go above and beyond our current struggles and succeed and get to enjoy the wonderful harvests and beauty of this place, and how healthy it is. It's very healthy. The water is good. The environment's clean. It's a very good place here. It's just a matter of time until we fully capitalize on this journey, on this project. But until then, yeah, we're gonna have to go through some hardship and overcome it. But excuse me, and I do apologize to you if I'm not very focused in delivering specific topics concerning what I'm doing with this place. And you know, there's so many channels out there that discuss that. There's so many channels that go through, you know, 5 things you can do in order to become extremely successful. You become a millionaire gardener. Just do these 5 things. One thing, this is the only thing. If you do this, you will have hundreds of pounds of peaches and plums. Just this one thing. I'm not that type of creator here. I'm not that type of YouTuber, I guess, huh? I'm just trying to show you something different, so you can just be inspired and give you some advices here and there, advices that I don't find available usually not being posted online or talked about enough. Maybe I can talk to you about that. Maybe I can talk to you about, let's say probably 17 varieties, 18 varieties of jujube. Which one is the best for an area like this and a soil like this? Maybe you have something similar to that, and you can, instead of buying 18 varieties of jujube, you can just watch my video and just buy the varieties that have worked out just by experience, right? By experiments. My experiments are hopefully going to save you some trouble and some money and time and disappointments, because that's one of the biggest problems when you're working on a food forest. It's disappointing sometimes dealing with trees that are not suitable for your environment. So anyways, this is the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will continue making these videos, not just for you, but for myself as well, because this is it's like a documentary for me and my family. In the future, we'll look back at this and talk about some of our challenges and compare the past with the future. Look at these watermelons that just came out of the ground. That's from last year's compost. The watermelon was still popping. Isn't that cool? I think I got some. This is cantaloupe from last year's compost in the ground. You get some nice surprises like that. Anyways, yeah, what I'm trying to say is this is not just for you, it's also for me and my family in the future. To remember, go around and remember what had happened here, the stages and the progression and the challenges we've been through, the stuff I talk about, the stuff I don't talk about, So, if you do enjoy these walkthroughs, give me a like, let me know. If you don't, then take it easy, alright? I'll see you around.